In this video, we're going to talk about Pocket Network, one of the top projects in DePIN category, decentralized physical infrastruccture. What they're building is a universal API for crypto-native projects. So this is a way to connect to various blockchains, L1s, L2s, different applications, social protocols, and much more. They want to give you an access to data through this one API that you pay with tokens. And moreover, they having one of the biggest upgrades so far with Shannon upgrade, and we're going to talk about that as well. So let's get started with the website, and I'm going to go with a couple of cool definitions of what Pocket is, and then we're going to do a deep dive into Pocket documentation to have even more stuff that's coming. The main premise here is that data is exploding. We're living in this age of AI where more and more data is being transferred, and if you use any kind of AI chatbots, autonomous agents, then you probably know that data is everything. Data is the new oil, and you have to access this data, and this is where a Pocket Network comes into play. They already have multiple partnerships from different projects, from blockchains to projects that are providing RPCs. They have their own RPC as well, so it's really cool stuff. You can also spin your own gateway to data, build application on top of everything, run your own node for Pocket Network. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening here. So Pocket Network is one of the top projects when it comes to DePIN category, but it's one of the top crypto projects as well. And in this video, we're going to talk also about this new Shannon upgrade, which changes quite a lot when it comes to Pocket token, as well as what's really happening underneath. I wanted to show you just two tweets from the founders of Pocket. One is from Daniel, and he's talking about API pay as you go in crypto native world, and this is the main thing about Pocket Network. So Shannon upgrade isn't just about RPC and building and then building just a layer to the data. It's more about the universal API layer for crypto native protocols, and you can think about it as a Yahoo directory for open source services. So this is really cool. There's a longer explanation from another co-founder of Pocket Network, Arthur, and he's talking about how there are different players here when it comes to the blockchain infrastructure. You have suppliers, so node operators, you have demand from apps and gateways, and then you have services. Anyone can add an open protocol to the network, and all of them are connected within Pocket Network, which I think is really cool. What they plan to do is not only add this kind of universal API access to different chains, but they also want to support LLMs in a native way. So LLMs, large language models, are one of the best applications of AI. Most of the people are using that either through models like ChatGPT, Sonnet from Claude, or you could maybe use some of the more open source stuff like Llama. But anyway, this is what they want to address as well here. And agents will use Pocket token as a universal API key, enabling them to settle transactions across any blockchain while continuously being able to infer next steps in their task from a multitude of available LLMs. One platform to do both. So this is like the multi-connector to any blockchain, making it for agents super easy to go across different blockchains. Humans will be able to access a multitude of privacy and social protocols, NOS, Forecaster, Activity, POP80 protocol, Signal proxy, store relays, and so on. And this is basically, this way they'll be able to drive Web2 adoption by bringing ZK-backed compliance on chain. So really cool stuff. This is basically what they want to build in a nutshell. If you go to the documentation, you can read more about the mission. What is Pocket? Decentralized physical infrastructure with incentives and coordinates to have a decentralized network of node operators providing open data access to anyone. So this is the cool stuff here. And they want to have this data available to anyone, data access through any blockchain, and they are undergoing the Shannon upgrade. Now, going ahead with some of the things that they're building, I'm going to go to Shannon in a moment, but let's get to what they've built so far. So They have 50 plus chains, building since 2017, operating mainnet since 2020. So this is already a battle-tested project. Almost 700 billion relays, thousands of nodes across 22 countries. So pretty much decentralized as we speak. And the vision is basically driving data adoption, the access to data in this decentralized open access way. So this is really cool stuff. Their evolution is basically starting with this first protocol, the Morse version, on top of the Tendermint framework in the Cosmos ecosystem, and they are going to be fully integrated with Cosmos right now when it comes to the Shannon upgrade that is currently coming. So that's pretty cool stuff. And yeah, this is the moment where we're going directly into Shannon. I think this is really great thing here. This is also how Shannon basically transforms Pocket into a utility-driven deflationary asset, because you're going to use that for paying for different services. There's a burn mechanic, compute unit pricing, and a bunch of other cool stuff that are going to be introduced when it comes to Shannon upgrade on Pocket Network. Lessons from the past, so that was the initial version. Pocket aimed to replace centralized API services like Infura and Alchemy. You probably know of them. Also, if you've been building within Web3 space, you definitely know them. So they wanted to do that with decentralized node operators who served blockchain data to applications, and to encourage participation, node operators were paid in new limited Pocket tokens for each relay served. Now, they have the entire platform here for doing that, and the tokenomics reflected this purpose. The problem here is that there was no direct link between usage and cost, and inflation continued unchecked. This was one of the main problems pre-Shannon upgrade, and right now after Shannon they will have a really great stuff incoming. So this they will basically keep in check inflation. They're going to add burn mechanism and a bunch of other stuff. So why the shift to Shannon was inevitable when it comes to Pocket? So it already supported 60 blockchains, 60 plus blockchains, including Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Avalanche, and Base. Served a lot of different data across nodes, thousands of services operators around the world. But basically, why the volume grew? There was no mechanism to capture value, and because of this inflation, that was problematic as well. Also, different type of demand was coming along the way, because you basically had this open source LLMs models like DeepSeek or the Llama that I've mentioned, agentic workloads. This was also problematic, but also a new challenge, new opportunity along us the way. So this is why they took that and decided to do with the upgrade of the network and introduce the following for Pocket token. So you're going to have usage-based mechanics. The pricing will be determined via compute units, CUs. The DAO control will be controlling minting and rebates, and there's expanded utility across different data types. So this is super cool, because finally Pocket Network will really become this decentralized API to anything crypto native, with Pocket token being basically this token you pay for the compute, and this compute will be determined by the actual usage and how hard the problem will be. So this is really cool stuff. So this is for the burn mechanics. This is the compute units is key here. I'm going to skip the computations. If you want, the link will be down below in the description if you want to follow all that. Also, all the other stuff that I've mentioned here will be linked down below in the description if you want to learn more about Pocket and how this new model with the Shannon upgrade is going to be really cool. But what I wanted to give you is how this Pocket token right now will be really the currency of open data and what they're building right now. So through this gateway and through the upgrade, they're going to basically allow developers to have open source AI models, right? You'll be able to run your own gateway, connect to any REST or HTTP compatible API. And those will be the new use cases for Pocket networks, new data models, and I think this will be really great. This way, Pocket Network will really be a central piece in AI infrastructure, the category that's only now been growing in a crypto space, decentralized AI infrastructure, and they will do that through LLM serving, AI agent infrastructure, and a bunch of other stuff that will allow you to basically have those models being used. So this is really cool stuff, and they basically also addressing AI startups, data brokers, sensor networks, media feeds, knowledge interfaces, and so on. And this is really cool because it also goes outside of crypto and have many potential users along the way. They have also different cost comparisons when it comes to other places like Infura, QuickNote, Alchemy, basically thanks to burner rebates that's going to be much cheaper, sometimes as much as 4 times, 5 times cheaper than the competitors, which is really cool. And also they're moving fully to the Cosmos SDK. So they're going to have this migration as well, which is pretty cool. And this is where they stand right now. They have also a bunch of rebate mechanics to incentivize builders, which is also great. Governance returns in the form of a DAO. You'll be able to vote, community-driven control. And this big picture is Pocket as a real economic instrument. Commodity consumed access to access data, pricing mechanism, governance, and scarcity with supply demand by usage. So this is the main functions of Pocket right now. And I think this is really, really cool stuff. So for token holders, the implications are significant: burn pressure, inflation, governance, growing set of consumers. So this is going to get in check, either fixed like inflation. Burn pressure will, of course, probably drive the token price. Of course, nothing here is financial advice. Crypto is risky. I'm only talking here from the educational perspective. But Pocket Network itself is looking really great as a DePIN protocol, and definitely worth checking out. So yeah, Shannon upgrade is really substantial. I really would go in details if you're into DePIN, especially if you care about data or AI. This is also the category that's very, very interesting. So definitely check it out. All the links will be down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next video.